Ascension, absence or presence? Dear friends, today we celebrate the Feast of Ascension. The Gospel of Luke, chapter 24, verses 46 to 53, describes the event in the following words. And he led them out as far as Bethany, and lifting up his hands, he blessed them. While he blessed them, he parted from them and was carried up into heaven. Apparently, it highlights the absence of Jesus from the earth. In the Acts of the Apostles, chapter 1, verses 10 and 11, we have an additional information about ascension. While he was going and they were gazing toward heaven, suddenly 2 men in white robes stood by them. They said, "Men of Galilee, why do you stand looking up towards heaven? This Jesus, who has been taken up from you into heaven, will come in the same way as you saw him go into heaven." 2 men in white robes explain that this event of ascension is not an invitation to look into the sky. The events in the life of Jesus, like his birth, death, resurrection, and ascension, are filled with mystery. We cannot grasp them with our mind. They are spiritual realities. When they are expressed in human words, it loses at times its depth. We can even misunderstand them. Ascension is not an absence. It is a different way of Jesus' presence in our midst. It is an invitation to look at our daily life with greater faith. Bishop Barron explains it figuratively. We all know the 2-dimensional images of a triangle, circle, and square. If we add one more dimension to these images, the triangle becomes a pyramid, the square becomes a cube, the circle becomes a sphere. The same 2-dimensional images become more complete while adding one more dimension to it. Ascension, in a way, is adding the dimension of divinity to the human reality of Christ. Ascension invites us to see the divinity of Jesus more vividly and fully while he loses nothing of his humanity. A river like Mississippi, at its source, is a small rivulet. But as it flows down, it gathers other tributaries and becomes a huge river when it enters the sea. But the river is the same river, Mississippi. By his ascension, Jesus, while remaining the same, becomes more complete. Ascension is an event by which Jesus comes very close to us. Paul experienced this when he said, "It is no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in me." Ascension makes the divine presence into a universal presence. Paul expressed it in these words, "Christ is all and in all." The understanding of the mystery of the ascension requires the assistance of the Holy Spirit. Hence, Jesus warns his disciples not to depart from Jerusalem, but to wait for the promise of the Father, which he said, "You heard from me. For John baptized with water, but you will be baptized with the Holy Spirit not many days from now." Ascension is not an absence of Jesus, but a different mode of presence of Jesus in our life. revealed to us by the Holy Spirit. Let us be open to the guidance of the Holy Spirit as Christ meets us in our daily life. May God bless us all.